Hello and welcome back to another Ranked Super Auto Pets video. It's the last day of the weekly. I'm gonna miss this weekly. We've had a lot of fun experience with the weekly so far. Different builds, different kind of strategies, all of them relatively entertaining and effective. You know, we started with a bit of a peacock buff simulator, and we're ending it with maybe a bit of an infinite money glitch with the... It's not the Stegosaurus, Brontosaurus? What is that thing called again? Now, taking two ducklings has its pros and its cons. I'm gonna play the pair game. Well, if I'm playing the pair game, I may as well take a mosquito. We're playing for the future. All that what you may. Sauropod. That guy. The money maker. Now, what are we looking for necessarily? I don't know. I could try an innovative. What am I doing with my accent, bro? What is it? Who says, what country does people... Well, you can stop my sentence there. What country do people who say innovative with, like, the pronunciation that I had before, innovative? I guess the British culture has that predisposition. Well, the only way I'm gonna win is if I do it this way, so... This is probably the sole path I have towards victory. I think it puts me in a reasonable position. Not the best, of course, but... Please don't lead with a 3-attack unit. Lead with an ant so I can go 2 for 1. Yes, okay. Now, you buff you. That's second best option, actually. Don't buff you. Don't! No! Okay, please give me a level as consolation prize. I took this risk, so... Well... I'm not gonna buff a stork twice. But you could catch me with a snail. Please give me a level. Please fucking give me a level. Please give me a level. Please. On my knees, begging, crying, shitting for a Super Auto Pets level. It's not a level. This is hell. I was filled to the brim with hubris, and look where it's taken me. Oh, you can just go for the pairs. You don't need a good unit for the round one. I took my philosophy to the logical extreme. And I should not have been so brave. Look where it took me. Down to the depths of the weakness. In locations which should not have such... Okay, give me a level, thank you. Well... The snail still is having its effect, so you know what? That's a fine and dandy outcome in my book. Would have been nice to get that done beforehand. I'm gonna freeze just one of you so we can level. And you know, things I would rather buy next turn. Actually, quite a few things. Just one is fine. At least we're getting scaling out of losing. We're losing intentionally now. It's a tactical choice. I think we can still stabilize, but we're going to get a 4th place due to our early losses. That's my prediction from the get-go. Now, no one's here building a supremely great team. I will say that much. I think people have definitely done well for themselves. Better than me. But... From looking at the bigger picture, we've got a decent chance of not losing. Now, that doesn't translate to a decent chance at winning, but I'm content to live in that little grey area. Hey, I don't know what you're doing with a rat, because it actually helped me. You messed up my ant positioning, and you still could not beat me. Okay. A lot of ideas to consider here. First option, level. Cockatoo. Are we really out here buffing an ant with a cockatoo? No. What I am going to do is this. Get me garlic and get it to me now. This is an anti seahorse measure. We're going to get a crazy mosquito with garlic to stave off the mid-game losses that would have come to us had we not done so in the first place. 10 health on the mosquito is actually fairly reasonable. I think we've somehow, everyone's got a worse team than me despite me having probably the worst luck. Or manufacturing my own bad luck. Good effort, brother, good effort. We can start getting these people onto worse and worse teams. I'm going all in on scaling. You have no choice but to stay. Level on you goes absolutely nuts. Pivoting to a Doberman, pivoting to a Doberman. Pivoting to a Doberman, pivoting to a... I would really like to pill you. I really would. But we have to play to what we've got, don't we? Oh, but also, hey, you know, no. Forget the Doberman. Get a penguin, scale these guys to the max, and just go crazy with it. Don't delude yourself. Don't level the lemur. Get permanent garlic on the mosquito for the future mid-round game. Scale these guys now while you can. We're already ahead. Stay ahead. This is a stabilizing pick. Trust me on this one. I've found exactly the course. I'm charting it. I'm at the wheel. Captaining the ship. Well, I mean, if you're gonna give me... And you know what? No. When life gives you lemons, take garlic and put it on the musk ox. Are we gonna... Yeah, you know what? If we're gonna keep the mosquito around, we may as well have it get 1 extra damage. If we're gonna pay 9 gold for 3/3 and 1 extra damage, we're gonna do it. I'm crazy and I've lost my mind, but at the same time, you know, who am I to say it doesn't work? This is the thing that we've been forced into as a result of not having early success. If we didn't have early success, I would have gambled on the Doberman and gotten first place. The fuck? Bro, I'm getting identity crisis. Australian identity crisis. And it's I'm just speaking my truth, but the language comes off in that manner, and I have nothing to say in that direction. Apparently we're just gonna beat everyone before it matters though, apart from this guy. Who's not got the best team, to be honest, but somehow is beating everybody. Is there anything else we would like to see? Not immediately. I'm happy with how we've managed to construct the team so far. The double garlic really is saving us, though. I have to be honest. You've got a good idea. And you've got the better long-term prospect, although we are having the same outcome due to penguin plus worm, you know. I would sell the lemur for a rabbit and continue how I've been going. That's a reasonable choice. Lemur's just gotta go soon, but... Listen, we've been eliminating people non-stop. We've been getting them down and down into the dumps. I would sell you for double scaling at the moment. And I would buy the scaling. And I would pivot. Where am I pivoting to? I don't know. Put a bone on you. And we'll see how it goes. Now, I think this scaling plan is fairly reasonable. Because that lemur was doing nothing anyway. We may as well buy a meat bone for the penguin. That's an incremental improvement. It was probably better served for the worm, but I think the worm's gonna get sold. Don't mind me. What I do mind, though, is that we've constructed perhaps a strong winning team out of what we had been given and what we took from what we had been given. You know? We've also whittled this guy down to the point where he's probably feeling a little bit flustered about how his team's gonna go. You know? I would level you. Of course I would level you. Ostrich seems exactly like what we need. Forget about that for the time being. Roll me. On one level, I'm saying worm. On another level, I'm saying sell worm, buy seal. Now, call me crazy, but for a short-term investment, isn't this like an insane tactic? Am I not going nuclear on the stats here? Like, I feel like I'm really finding my groove with these mid-turn, like, investments, fixing certain rhythms. Okay, oh, you get +4/+4. Doesn't matter, brother. You've been eliminated. The team that I've built, just consistency. I found the secrets. Okay, where do I want to go from here? What do I want to put up? I think a seal would go fine. And then just feed it. Feed it foods and roll to keep these guys happy while our team just gets better and better. It's hard to argue with these results. And you're going to scale yourself while the rest of this team gets scaled by the penguin. Penguin flew under the radar for me this week and I've been benefiting from it today. How much can I criticize it? Not very much. Now, we probably were in lobby out of a bunch of noobs. That's fine. We've been going up against some very strong players and still winning. So you can't say I'm not actually good. Or you can say that I may not be the best. And I would agree with you. Okay, I don't know. This guy has gone crazy with the praying mantis in position 2 to knock out an ant and walrus. Like, your team is so bad. You're on 1 life. You can't be doing these level of risks. Okay. Goodbye, Scottos CS, or Scottox, I don't know how to say your name, but I don't think it matters. Let's just feed you. I'm content, because we're gonna win. I know you can't beat me. I know you can get close, but you can't beat me. Especially with the ostrich reducing the stats of your hippo at the back. I get your plan, you put the hippo at the back, you whittle down my strong units and then the hippo feasts. It's not a bad idea. I should have swapped my seal to this position for it to be more likely that I win with a unit alive. Because then you attack and then you take it down and then I almost called it a pigeon. It's not a pigeon, it's a penguin. But I have to give it a respect, you know? And you know when you end your turn early in a 1v1 situation and they've ended that turn way later, they're still thinking, how do I win this? You know you're in the dream position, right? Now, we're not in the dream position. This guy figured out how to get his units in a better position than me. Help. Okay. I'm just gonna keep this the way it is, because I don't think we have the time to change our team. So I'm just gonna start buying better foods instead. I could see a bunch of durians going absolutely wild. You're gonna get +5, and you're gonna get +2. 23, 26, 21, 24. You're still a slot 3 type of guy. Now, if you're gonna lead with your walrus like you did last time, I would lead with my penguin. Did you change your system? You did not. One health for the peanut! No! Oh, apparently it doesn't matter. 1 health, nice try. I refactored my team order just a little bit, just to make sure you couldn't win that. You won 1 life, you couldn't risk refactoring it because you won, but I had the luxury. Turns out, it doesn't matter if you lose in the other game. I actually had the early game perfectly figured out. Anyway, that was Backpack Brains Guide to the Weekly. I'll let this one play out here because really, top 1% in the weekly, we do it every time, don't we, folks? Come on, if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, etc. Interaction helps the algorithm, and yeah, enjoy. It's a little bit of a short one, but short and sweet's how we do it sometimes.